Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the J.A.B podcast. I'm joined, as always, by Josh and Ben. How are you two today?
Good.
Good. How are you?
Great.
Sweet.
So this is going to be a shorter podcast today.
Oof.
NFL is in the off season. Free agency started a couple weeks ago, and that is really the big thing that is going on in the NFL right now. So with that being said, we are going to give our grades for the team's free agency moves thus far. All right, starting off with the Texans. Some key additions, they have Danielle Hunter, Joe Mixon, Danico Autry, Azeez Al-Shaair, Hunter Tommy Townsend, Jeff Okudah, Foley Fotokasi. That's about it. Some key re-signings, Dalton Schultz, Kaimi Fairbairn, Noah Brown. Did lose Jonathan Greenard, Devin Singletary, Blake Cashman, Sheldon Rankins, and some other guys. Josh Jones. What do you guys give the Texans a grade?
Okay. I gave it a B+.
I was just thinking the same thing, Josh.
Yeah. It's
I'll
okay.
say-
It's pretty good.
I'd say an A-. They lost some big pieces, but the biggest pieces they lost, they replaced with people who I think are better. So,
They did lose a big piece?
I mean, Jonathan Greenard was a good edge rusher opposite of
I guess.
Will Anderson, but they replaced him with Danielle Hunter. So, I mean, that's an
Yeah, I
improvement
would say
there.
that's an upgrade, if anything.
Devin Singletary was their leading rusher, replaced him with Joe
Yeah,
Mixon.
but Joe Mixon's better anyway.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. The key pieces that they lost, they
Yeah.
replaced with people who I think are better. So,
Yeah, no, you're right. I just feel like I don't know. I feel like they're just average starters. I didn't really like when they left. I was like, I'm not too worried.
their biggest losses there. I'll rephrase it
Yeah,
to that.
agreed. But and they bring their whole team back, and I like Jeff Okudah. He's, he didn't really do much with the Falcons, but I still
Or
like
the
the potential
Lions.
there. Well, the Lions, he was hurt.
For
So-
4 years.
2. And he tore his Achilles, so it's a pretty big injury. But I think he'll be good next to what's his name? Stingley. So good little dynamic duel there. Defensive back, but Joe Mixon should be a good matchup with Dameon Pierce. Little combo there.
Yeah, if Damian Pierce gets better this season.
He's coming back healthy.
Had a very
He's
big
coming.
sophomore slump last year.
Well, that's because Devin Singletary, they decided to give him 100 runs a game.
Hmm.
And Dameon Pierce was hurt, so I think he was the worst rusher in the league last year.
Probably.
He was worse than Austin Eckler somehow, who was the second worst rusher in the league. But Dameon Pierce, he was horrible last year, but this year he's come back. Oh wait, back up. Adam, how do you give an A-? I forgot to ask that question.
How do I give him an A-?
Yeah.
Well, like I said, the big losses that they had, they replaced with players that are better.
Yeah, but that should be like equal, right?
But you improved. So
I don't know.
if they didn't improve, I would just give them a B because
I was thinking about getting a B-, but B+, the only reason why is because Daniel Hunter and Joe Mixon. That was the only reason for B+.
Well, I think Azeez Al-Shaair is a really good linebacker. Underrated, I should say.
Okay.
Better than Blake Cashman. Danico Autry, also underrated defensive lineman.
Okay.
I mean, they
Okay.
they got a lot of D-line depth this year, which helps out.
But that wasn't their
a lot.
problem last year.
Okay.
I feel like their defense was pretty
Packers'
good.
run game wasn't their problem last year, but they decided to
This is a
spend
Packers
money
topic
there.
right now?
No, I'm just saying you don't have to. You can spend money other areas of your team, even if they're
I
not
guess, okay.
a big need.
Okay, let's go to the Packers next then.
No,
Well, we're
let's
already
do
on the
this
topic
in
of
order.
Packers.
Let's do this in order.
All right, the Falcons are next. To point this out, this is an order of a certain website that Josh sent us. It's not in any organized. Well, I guess they
It is
organized
for
it.
them.
Yeah, they organized it by grades, highest to lowest. But it's not like alphabetical or divisional or anything.
Yeah.
So next, the Falcons. They got Kirk Cousins, Darnell Mooney, traded for Rondale Moore. Got Ray McLeod. They lost Desmond Ridder, Jeff Okudah, Jonnu Smith, Matt Hennessy, Cordell Patterson. A couple other guys that are still free agents out there, so not really a loss yet because still time.
I'm gonna give this a solid B, because they improved, but they're still gonna be mid. So it's like, what's the point if you're not gonna? I don't think they're making the playoffs this year. They might.
The only way they make the playoffs is if they win the division.
What's your grade, Adam?
I'd agree with a B. I mean, I like to give him a higher grade because they got Kirk Cousins, but he is coming off that Achilles injury, so there's some big question marks coming into
And
the
he
season.
doesn't win playoff games, which is the whole. I don't know. I would have just traded up and taken a rookie at this point, or something
Agreed.
like that, because they also overpaid Kirk. So
Yeah, he is older, so
Okay.
I guess I agree. And Darnell Mooney's not. He's not
He's
what he
not a
was
one.
after his rookie year.
Okay.
So
Okay, let me talk now because
Okay,
you're gonna cut off my topics.
sorry.
I give it a D minus. Darnell Mooney is the most overrated receiver, overpaid receiver in history. Kirk Cousins, 39 years old, coming off a torn Achilles
think he's-
with a 3-year
he's
max
35.
contract.
I think he's 36.
With a 3-year max contract? Are you
36.
serious?
He's 35.
Okay. Okay. True. Hear that.
So that's a 4-year difference. That's pretty
No,
much his
he's-
entire
he's-
contract
yeah,
extension.
No,
right
that's
there,
a
the
good
contract right
correction
there.
there. That's a good correction. But he's an old ass quarterback on a torn Achilles. That's the main part. Torn Achilles.
Okay,
And
I
Kirk
don't.
Cousins, he was
I
a
don't
top
want to
10
say.
quarterback, but not by much.
I don't know if his age is a huge factor because quarterback's lifespan is till they're 40.
But with the
About
torn Achilles,
that, again, it's not. He's not a skill position, so his mobility
guess.
isn't as important, I guess. But I still don't really like Kirk Cousins, so I don't really like
mean,
the signing.
I was a
either
big
way.
fan of Kirk Cousins ever since
mean,
college.
I liked him. I like him. It's just I think paying him. What they pay him? Like
180
$50 million a
million.
year.
4 years,
Yeah,
180.
they
paid him
like
top
crazy.
5 QB money.
They paid him top.
Well, after
top
the
4 QB
contract Daniel Jones got,
Yeah, well,
it's
he
kind of
won
hard.
Well, there's
Yeah.
obvious regret there from the
Yeah.
Giants.
Oh, for
so-
sure. But
That's the worst. That's the worst contract in the league.
all the agents in the league are gonna, if you're representing a quarterback, you're gonna say, "Look what this guy got. You think my guy
And I'm not
deserves
paying
less
that.
than that?" That's how the
Hey.
market is.
Yeah,
But I
that's
agree with Ben.
yeah.
I'd rather draft a rookie. They have a top 10 pick. I'd rather draft a rookie and then not pay Kirk Cousins $40 million a year.
I'd get
Okay, but also they didn't say
okay,
anyone
that's
else.
just- That's just yeah.
Rondale
There's no
Moore,
backup. They're gonna
not
draft
good.
someone as a backup, probably in the second or third round.
Yeah,
Someone's gonna
Rondale
fall
Moore,
in there.
not
They
good.
might take someone, but
Michael
they're
Pratt.
not getting a top 5.
I think this might be the worst free agency.
I
Kirk
think there's worse. We'll get to those.
Kirk
but-
Cousins, I guess we'll see. Kirk Cousins is good
The
for one
Cowboys
person.
exist, Josh.
Kyle Pitts. Kirk Cousins is good for Kyle Pitts, but
Oh,
also
yeah.
I don't think it's good for the team. I think that's why I think the team's a D minus. For Kyle Pitts, I give us an A. 'Cause
That
this
wide
is
receiver core though,
an upgrade.
it's solid now. They got some weapons. I'll give them
Darnell
that.
Mooney didn't do shit with the Bears though.
I
He
don't.
had one good
No, I'm
year.
talking Kyle Pitts, Drake London, and
Oh,
now you
but
got
who else?
Rondale Moore on there.
Rondale Moore's not good either. He's okay.
It's better than Marquise Brown.
He hasn't had a good quarterback to actually throw
Hell
to
no.
him. So
I guess we'll see, but I don't know. This
all right,
makes
they're
no
ass.
sense.
Let's move on.
Next.
Lions.
Yeah. So they signed DJ Reader, Meek Robertson, Marcus Davenport, traded for Carlton Davis, and then also signed Kevin Zeitler. Re-signed Graham Glasgow and Donovan Peoples-Jones, and then they lost Jonah Jackson, C.J. Gardner-Johnson,
Yeah,
Josh
that's right.
Reynolds, and a bunch of other guys that are still free agents. So you never know.
And a bunch of bums.
I mean, there's a couple of decent people, decent role players, but again, still free agents, so it doesn't really matter.
See,
I'm going last this time. Evan.
Give him a
DJ Reader's good, but that's pretty much it. Davenport's mid. Kevin Zeitler's okay. I don't
do like Davis,
re-signings.
though.
I mean, I just don't really put too much.
I give him a B plus.
re-signings.
I think DJ Reader's good, but he has injury history, and I think he's coming off a torn labrum or something. That torn quad. That's what it was. He tore his quad, and he's torn both quads now. So yeah, like you said, Marcus Davenport mid. I think Carlton Davis is good, especially after what happened with Cam Sutton. Then Kevin Zeitler, he's old, but I think he's a top 10 guard in the league. especially
Yeah,
after
I always did,
losing,
yeah, but he's
especially after losing their other starter in Jonah Jackson. I think Kevin Zeitler's a good replacement. And then I really like Meek Robertson. I think that's an underrated signing. Great slot corner, one of the best in the league. Good addition there.
Where's he coming from?
The Raiders
Okay. I feel like I've only heard the name. That's all I got for
out
that.
of LA Tech.
Sounds familiar, but
You wanted
I
to
don't know who he is. What's your grade, Ben?
I'm gonna go with a B, like middle of the pack. Same reasons as Adam. I like Carlton Davis. He's a dog. DJ Reader, I mean, he's underrated for sure. But
if he can
I
stay
don't
healthy.
know. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Meek Robertson, but
You
that's
just don't
probably
know
'cause
his
he's on
game,
the
Ben.
radio. Yeah, I don't. You're right. Because who the hell watches Raiders games? They give up 70 points to the Dolphins. Whole team should have got cut.
They also scored a bunch of points against the Chargers. That was actually the
That's the other side of
Broncos.
the ball.
That's the Broncos that allowed those points.
Oh yeah, wait. Yeah. I don't know. They suck too.
Silly guy. All right, moving on. Next team. The Commanders. This is Josh's team.
Not my team.
When's the projected the ETA on
I
that
need
announcement?
to see how the draft goes.
Okay. All right. Anyways, back to the
Not the
Commanders.
Commanders.
They
Not
signed Dorrance Armstrong, Frankie Louvu, Bobby Wagner, Austin Eckler, Nick Allegretti, Tyler Biadasz, Zach Ertz, Jeremy Chin, Marcus Mariota, Brandon McManus, Cleveland Farrell, Dante Fowler Jr., Noah I. Not going to say the last name because I can never say it. Re-signings, Jamison Crowder. About it. Those other two guys.
Jeremy
not know.
Reeves. The fuck?
Okay,
Special
if
teams Pro Bowler.
if you're a Commanders fan, you know who that is.
Jeremy Reeves, he was hurt last year a little bit, but he's one of the best special teams players in the league.
Yeah.
He is crazy good.
Sorry, I don't keep mental notes of people who make the Pro Bowl because over
well,
special teams other than
Okay,
Matthew Slater.
All pro, sorry.
Still same.
No, we got in a big debate last year. It's not the same.
No, I'm saying it's still the same. I don't keep a mental note of people who get named special teams all pro because they can make. I mean, yeah, special teams is an important aspect of the ball. I appreciate it. If he's getting all pros, that's usually something I skim over. I just don't remember. Like lawn snapper too. Just I don't remember how many Pro Bowl nods and all pros you got.
I couldn't name one lawn snapper, so that's a little different.
Anyways, some key losses of the Commanders: Cameron Curl, dog; Sam Howell, Charles Leno Jr., Logan Thomas, Curtis Samuel, Kendall Fuller, Jacoby Brissett, Antonio Gibson.
First team All Pro.
Joey Sly.
For Jeremy Reeves.
Okay. Anyways, what are the grades on this team?
I do kind of like.
A+.
I was gonna say A minus.
Yeah, I was gonna say A minus.
I don't know.
Quite a few of them. How many of these were like long-term deals?
That's a very good question. But
not sure.
I think Eckler's a 2-year. I think Ertz was a 1-year. I feel like a lot of these are just 1-year deals. So
Bobby Wagner and Austin Eckler are two of my least favorite players in the league, and I still gave it an A+ because number one, both of them fit the team. Number two, Frankie Louvu, Tyler B, whatever how you say it.
Biadasz.
Zach Ertz, Jeremy Chin, all of those are crazy good signings. And then on top of getting rid of Cody Barton, one of the worst linebackers I've ever seen in my life. I think he might be the worst linebacker I've ever seen in my life. Got rid of him. Got rid of Charles Leno. He sucks. Got rid of Logan Thomas. He's okay. Got paid $25 million a year.
It wasn't 25 a year. Okay.
Whatever it was $10 million too much.
That much.
Check it, Adam. Check what Logan Thomas made. Who else? I like every one of these moves, honestly. I don't know.
Want me to check how much he made last year?
Yeah.
$7 million.
What was his cap hit?
$7 million.
Cap. What about this year then?
Well, this year he's not on the team, so his dead cap is 1.75.
What was he supposed to make this year? What the fuck am I thinking of? I'm thinking of him.
You thinking of Anthony Golden or whatever?
No, I'm not thinking
Antonio Gibson.
Yeah.
The one big loss for the Commanders this year is Sam Howell, though. But they're going to replace him. But it's not going to be
with J.J. McCarthy.
Fuck no, that'd be horrible.
I mean, that's the talk around the league, but we'll get into that. That's a whole nother episode right there.
What was your guys' grades?
I said
A minus.
I said an A. Yeah. Nick Allegretti, underrated signing. We'll put that out there right now.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that one. I like their O line that they're building
He was
here.
a beast in Illinois. One of the Packers
Gaddis
drafted
was
him.
a beast at Wisconsin.
That he was. He was also a beast in Dallas.
Nah, Cowboys suck. All right.
Anyways,
Next.
moving on.
Tennessee.
Tennessee Titans. Key additions: they got L'Jarius Sneed, Calvin Ridley, Lloyd Cushenberry, Tony Pollard, Chidobe Awuzie, Kenneth Murray. Key re-signings: Nick Folk, Nick Westbrook, Akini. Lost.
Adams boy.
Huh?
Your boy.
Not my boy. I picked him up for 1 week because I needed a receiver.
His boy.
Anyways. Key losses: Derrick Henry, Aziz Al-Shire, Danico Autry, John Murphy
Gotta say Ryan
Bunting.
Tannehill.
Well, he's
Come on.
technically still a free agent, so if they want to bring him back, they can.
No way they're going
They
to.
probably
He's
won't.
trash anyways.
I was gonna hit him last, Ben, but
He shouldn't even be mentioned.
Who?
Ryan Tannehill.
He is their former starting quarterback.
He was not the starter last year, though.
I said former.
I
I
never
didn't say
said
last year.
former
You
starting
should-
quarterback
you-
last year.
Yeah,
No.
he was. Yeah, last year he was their
I'm
former
just
starting
saying,
quarterback.
they're moving on from a former franchise quarterback at one point.
Franchise is a little far. Former
quarterback.
Was the quarterback of the
Starting
franchise
quarterback.
for like 3 years.
That's not
Well, how
franchise.
come we didn't mention? Let's see. I don't know.
Yeah.
How come we didn't mention Davis Mills on the Texans?
It was a franchise quarterback, and they
He was
didn't
their-
lose
he
him.
was
He's
their
still
former
on the
starter
team.
for a
He's
year.
still on the
Still-
He was
team.
their former
Yeah.
starter for a year. I think he's on a different team now.
No, I
Okay.
don't think you're correct. Anyways, we're
Okay,
getting into that.
Grades, I give an A.
B plus because they overpaid Calvin Ridley by a lot.
I disagree.
They could have paid the same amount for AJ Brown. Like
Well, that was
2
that
years.
was 2 years ago.
So
It's a different market.
But it's still the
Calvin
same
Ridley
money.
was the best receiver.
still the same money.
Calvin Ridley was
But
the best receiver in the class this year.
who?
Calvin Ridley was the best receiver in the free agency class
No way.
Well,
for sure.
because he
Mike
for sure
Williams is a
was.
free agent.
That's
Keenan Allen is on
because-
the market.
Wait, Keenan Allen was not a free agent.
He's on the market though.
that's because
Good
so many
trade.
people got re-signed.
Plus, I think Calvin Ridley's better than Keenan Allen anyways. So either way,
That's
but he wasn't a free agent though.
What are your guys' grades?
A, because of L'Jarius Sneed and Calvin Ridley.
I think I
Tony
gave him
Pollard didn't make any sense,
A minus.
but and they didn't lose shit.
Yeah,
so,
I don't think they should have brought in Tony Pollard. They can bring another running back, just not Tony Pollard.
no, they don't need to. They
Move
have
forward with Tajay
Tajay
Spears.
He's
Right.
good enough.
Yeah. Get a RB2, draft an RB2, something. But
Yeah, that shit made no
don't
sense.
spend money on Tony Pollard.
Letting Derrick Henry go and bringing back Tony Pollard. I guess he's a better receiver, but like you're just bringing in another fucking older running back. What's the point? I don't get it.
He's still
Overpaying
younger
him.
than Derrick Henry, but
Yeah, but he's still 27 years old, 26, 27 years old. Draft another dude.
let's see. We actually got to check this because you said Kirk Cousins is.
Okay, he's
39.
definitely 26.
He's 26.
Have lost all age credibility.
He'll be
He's for sure
27.
26,
He'll be
27.
27 in a month. Steelers are next.
Yeah.
We got Russell Wilson, Justin Fields, Patrick Queen, Dante Jackson, Deshaun Elliott, Cameron Johnston, Van Jefferson, I guess, sure. None of the re-signings were
Cordell
that big.
Patterson.
Oh, yep, Cordell Patterson they just got. That's not on this website. And then some key losses: Deontay Johnson, Kenny Pickett, Patrick Peterson, maybe I guess. He's old. Puma Okorafor is the starting left tackle last year.
Presley
O'Neal.
Harvin the third.
Presley Harvin III, upsetting.
Upsetting.
He is not. Anyways. Yeah, that's about it. I mean, there's shout out Blake Martinez, but he's a
sucks.
bad football player and he steals money from people. So
Yeah. Shout out the scam artist.
all right,
A
grades.
plus.
Expound before we give
A
our
plus.
grades. I want to hear this reasoning
I
first.
absolutely love what the Steelers are doing with their QB room this year. Just genius. They ride with Russell Wilson for the first 8 to 9 games. You turn it over to Justin Fields. You let him cook. and then you extend him next year. Boom, you have a franchise quarterback. I do like Justin Fields. He's just was in a bad situation. He was putting it together towards the end of the year. And then on top of that, they get Patrick Queen, Deshaun Elliott. Those are two solid defensive pieces. So
Dante
I really
Jackson's
like what
also
they're
good.
doing here. Yeah.
They
So
did lose
that's
Deontay Johnson, but
I don't. They can redraft.
it didn't seem like
some
it's a
talent.
deep receiver class, and it didn't really seem like he wanted to be there anymore.
And I think he's overrated as it is.
Wow.
So is what it is. He's not a wide receiver one. He just
No,
isn't.
I agree. But he's a very good wide receiver too.
Yeah, but he probably wanted wide receiver one money. So
You get that with the Panthers, so
yeah.
D minus.
Wow.
I just don't understand it. I just really don't. Russell Wilson, why? Is he really much better than Kenny Pickett or Justin Fields? No.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they
Not
didn't
even
have
close
Justin
to
Fields
being-
when they signed him, so
No, but they could.
I think it was still in the vision to get both of them.
I just would have preferred just Justin Fields.
Yeah, I wouldn't have hated that either.
I just think the Russell Wilson is just a waste of time.
Especially for
it's only
a sixth-round pick.
$1.2 million. So like, why not?
I didn't say money though. I'm saying
I know,
just-
but it's
I'd rather
he's
Justin
still a
Fields
good
start
quarterback, and he's cheap,
Yeah, I agree.
and he can teach
But
Justin
I
Fields.
just rather have Justin Fields.
It's a win-win-win.
Justin Fields shit.
You don't know that? Are
He's
you?
not good.
He's a
How
vet.
long has he
Justin
been in
Fields
the league?
works.
How much does he know about the game of football? His football IQ is insane.
Doesn't seem.
Justin IQ's football IQ right now, not the greatest. That's one of his downfalls right now, is his football IQ. He doesn't know when to run out of the pocket. He doesn't know when to throw the football. He doesn't know when to do those at the proper time.
I think he does.
Russell Wilson can teach him those things.
So I'm saying you bench
Ah,
Justin Fields for the first 6 to 10 weeks, then you turn it over, see what you have with Justin Fields, and reevaluate next season. If they're gonna extend
I
Justin
say
Fields,
you
They
just
have to
start.
pay him this
You
year.
just start Russell Wilson and see where the season goes. If he takes you to the playoffs, don't put in Justin Fields.
well, that's basically what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think that Russell Wilson can lead them to the playoffs. So that's why I didn't say that.
I think he can because Kenny Pickett led him to the playoffs.
This is true.
Fair.
But
I mean, they have
I-
Mike Tomlin as
I-
head coach. They're not gonna They're not gonna have a losing record. So
True.
I just think that's the problem. Like, I want to shoot for more than that. I want to shoot for more than just mediocre, barely making it. I don't know. That's why I think that. Plus, Patrick Queen was a good signing, but they just didn't do anything else.
there's just not really much else they need to do this year, though. That quarterback was their biggest issue.
I mean,
Yeah, and they
I
couldn't do
guess.
much more in the QB market. They got 2 of them as
Uh,
far as a free agency grade.
This team's just still not
Like
moving me at
they
all.
have Russell Wilson, Justin Fields, and they still have their first round pick. Like
Yeah, but this team is still not moving me at all. That's my point. Like,
I'm just saying, there's still a lot more until the season starts, and there's still a lot more they can do.
yeah, but as of right now, I'm giving it a D minus. We'll see if they do
I
more.
mean,
If
I
they do more,
disagree.
we'll see.
Strongly, I give it an A
That's fine.
minus.
That's fine. You disagree, but we'll see. Okay, next Packers.
Well, they signed Josh Jacobs, Xavier McKinney, and Greg Joseph just did that today.
Yep.
Key re-signings: AJ Dillon, Keyshawn Nixon, Corey Ballantyne. Not Tyler Davis. He's terrible. And some key losses: Aaron Jones, David Bakhtiari, Darnell Savage, John Runyon, Devondre Campbell, Jonathan Owens, Josh Nyman.
I thought we re-signed Eric Wilson. That's a big special teamer right there. Come on.
It
now.
is. And yes, we did because I remember because that was
That's right.
as I was making my spreadsheet that I no longer am using. I remember putting him on there, and I was going to say it's a big re-signing because losing Devondre Campbell, we don't really have any depth at middle linebacker now.
Mm-hmm.
Bringing in Eric Wilson, it's a good depth signing. Grades.
I'll follow the website A minus. I mean,
C minus.
they are lacking the depth, I guess, which they're probably gonna fill in with the draft anyways. Which I
They have a lot of
like. I
picks.
do like that they upgraded at running back for their age, so a slight upgrade at running back, I guess. And Xavier McKinney is way better than Darnell Savage.
Facts. He's better
Way
than the
better.
3 safeties they lost combined.
Yeah. All right, Josh.
I give it a B+ just because I'm salty about Aaron Jones.
Fair. I wanted both.
I
I
was
really
intrigued
thought
how
they
that
were
was
gonna
going to
have both.
work, but at the same time, a small part of me realized that it probably wasn't going to happen.
Yeah.
Like when I got the notification that they're releasing Aaron Jones, I was like, well, it makes sense why they signed Josh Jacobs now, but still unfortunate. Josh said C-, right? That's what I heard you in the
C-,
background
yeah.
whispering under your breath.
Correct. C-. I didn't whisper shit. C-.
Well, when you said it while
Xavier
Ben was
McKinney-
talking, it was a whisper.
Well, I just said the grade. I didn't need to elaborate yet. C- because Xavier McKinney, you're paying him like a top 3 safety. He is not even a top 8 safety. He's top 15.
Give me the 14 safeties that are better than him then.
You want me to pull
Or
up
just
a
give me
list?
8 safeties that are better than him.
Okay, well, I need to pull up a fucking list then.
Well,
My
you said
point is-
you said he's not top 8, so you should know who the
He's
8
not.
people are in
He's
front of
not.
him.
I can't fucking name him on the top of my head.
He's
Well, you-
easily the best safety on the Packers.
No,
now.
but you should be able to
Yeah,
do
but
that.
let's
If you
not say him up.
8's a very random number. 8's a very specific
No,
number.
that's a pretty fucking you're right. It's a very specific number.
So you should then if you're saying he's not top
That's
8, then you should
16.
know the 8 people above him already. He's
There's
probably gonna
more
say
than
Cameron
that.
Curl's better than Xavier McKinney.
Probably.
He actually is.
He's not.
Okay,
Stop.
Derwin
That's enough
James.
of that.
He's the best safety in the league. Next, Minka
Maybe.
Fitzpatrick. number
Minka's
2.
definitely the best, I say.
Yeah. Minka's.
Okay. Antoine Whitfield. He's okay.
Yeah.
He's better than fucking Xavier McKinney,
Yeah,
honestly.
I agree.
Tyrann Matthew. He's a little washed.
He's
but I would
old.
still
I'm
argue
not-
he's better than Xavier McKinney.
No,
No.
no,
Okay,
not even
Justin
close. Not even a
Simmons.
little bit.
Justin
He's not on a
Simmons,
team,
for
so he's
sure
technically
better.
not in the league
For
right
sure
now, but
better.
sure.
Technically, he's a Packers could get
Is
him
he-
too.
Is he not better?
I mean, he's not on a team. He's not in the league anymore. It's
Okay,
like
he's
saying
definitely
Charles
better.
Woodson's better than him.
He's better. Okay. Micah Hyde. I would.
old.
That one's close.
Not anymore.
One's close.
Maybe
Jordan
maybe-
Poyer. Close. He's a little washed too.
I'll give you
Jesse
like half.
Bates. For
Okay,
sure
yeah.
better. No doubt. Hufanga, 49ers, clearly
Stop.
better.
No, he had
Yeah,
one
I'm
good
serious.
season. He had one good season. Relax.
Okay, Buda Baker. He's better on the Cardinals.
He fell off.
Xavier McKinney had one good year. Javon Howland on the Dolphins. He's better.
I'll give you that one.
He had 3 good years. Kyle
Xavier
Hamilton
McKinney had more than one.
for sure
No, stop.
on the Ravens.
Stop.
I'm 100% serious. He's much better.
No,
Okay. CJ Garner-Johnson.
no, he's
If he's not better, it's close. It's close.
sure it's close, but he's not better.
Jamal Adams is honestly in the conversation as
No,
well.
not better than Xavier
He's
McKinney. Sorry.
not in the conversation for
Blitz
one.
boy, no.
He plays the edge more than
Blitz
safety.
boy.
Blitz boy.
So are we saying best players? Or are we saying
We're saying best safety, and he's not a safety.
He's more of a linebacker.
Jaron Curse on the Cowboys?
No, absolutely not. Stop.
He was pretty decent last year. He actually was.
I'll give you 6. You got 6. Good
Cameron
job.
Curl. Cameron
Nope.
Curl actually is better for sure.
No, not even a little bit.
All right, let's move
And
on.
that's about it. That's all I got.
So you named about 6
I named
mid
at least
safeties
10.
that are probably between 10-15 range, and 7 safeties that are actually better than him. So he's top 8 safety. That's what we came down to.
I just said it. And I skipped Kevin Byard because I don't think he's very good.
Yeah, he's fell off.
Yeah, but I'm just saying a lot of lists have him ranked top 5. I just don't agree
Who?
with that one, so I didn't.
Xavier McKinney?
Kevin Byard.
Oh, okay. I you're saying Xavier McKinney.
I just don't really agree with that statement. So
For the record, Xavier McKinney, 3rd ranked safety in the free agency. I had him. So
and you're paying him like the 3rd best safety in the league, not in the free agency. You're paying him like the top 3 safety. You're paying him like literally the.
I'm not
top-
paying him
top
anything
3.
actually. So there's no money coming out of my pocket.
But why are you fine with that paying though? You're paying.
It's not my money. I don't care how much they pay him. If he's on the team, I'm okay with it.
Is it not?
I don't get paid to find out the Packers salary cap. So whatever they do with their money, if they can figure out how to field a winning team, go crazy. Figure it out.
We'll see if they do, but it's
Exactly,
The biggest
we'll see,
overpay of the
but-
free agency.
Again, with how smart people in the front office have become at finagling the salary cap, I don't really care how much people are getting paid anymore because teams will figure it out in the end of the day.
I mean, I'm sure they'll figure it out, but it's still
Because
still paying
we're
him
out here
top
paying
3
David Bakhtiari $40 million, set to pay him $40 million this year, and now we have $20 million extra dollars instead. So
You're still paying him half of that.
exactly, we have $20 million more of spending money than we did 2 months ago.
You're still paying him 20 years for not playing.
Okay, that's what
Which is
happens
still
when
a
you.
horrible move.
It is sure, but
I just don't understand. I mean,
we
it's
we
better
cut
than
we cut Dave
before
Bakhtiari and
he-
turned him into Xavier McKinney. Is what I see. So I'll take it.
He's making more than $20 million a year.
No, he's not. Not this year, at least.
Check it out, Ben.
I can
Do
guarantee.
you
It's.
even
I
know
think
his
it's 14 and a
contract?
half
You're
million.
arguing about this. Do you even know his contract?
I think he's getting paid 14 and a half million. This
I don't
year.
know the exact number, but I did look, and he is getting paid like a top 3 safety in the league.
Cap hit. He's not even top 5 in cap hit. Base salary, not even top 5. Just total cash, but most of that's guaranteed and doesn't count. Let's see where David McKinney is in 13th this season in the league in safety cap hits at 7.8 million. That was way off.
Cap hits or money?
Cap hit.
Which is what actually matters because
Next year,
money's
like
fake.
I think it's backloaded. So, yeah, 2025, 17.6. 2026, 19.1. And 2027, 22.5.
So me saying 20 million was exactly right.
No, because it's only 7.8 this year. It only hits 20 million the last year of the contract. So it's not even close to
But
right.
the year before that, it's
19
$2 million
million.
less, so it evens out.
But it doesn't even out to 20 a year, which is what you said,
It
which
was
was
for
wrong.
the last 2 years.
Okay, but it's a 4-year contract, so that doesn't. It's not how that works.
Okay, I don't really care. Next.
Okay, I mean, you're the one that brought it up, so obviously you did. Anyways, Minnesota Vikings.
I did 5 minutes ago.
Key additions: they got Jonathan Greenard, Aaron Jones, Andrew Van Ginkel, Mike Cashman, Sam Darnold. They're starting quarterbacks right now. Gil Griffin, Jonah. Nope, never mind. Dan Feeney. Key resigning. None of them are really key, so never mind. Key losses: Kirk Cousins, Daniel Hunter, Jordan Hicks, Marcus Davenport, DJ Wanham, Greg Joseph, Alexander Madison, KJ Osborne. Anyways, grades for this team.
C.
C minus.
They
C
upgraded
plus.
at running back.
Yeah, that's about it. C plus.
No.
Better than Madison, fucking worst running back ever.
How do they give him an A?
No, you look at the worst grade on this list. It's like a C minus.
It was a D.
That's
There was
dumb as
like-
They
hell.
gave the Broncos a D minus.
Yeah, there's
Hey,
no
hey,
F.
Sam
with
Darnold. I like the Sam Darnold pickup, but
It
that's it.
doesn't
Sam
compare
Darnold and
to.
Aaron Jones. Mid. The rest of it's mid.
I don't think there's any game-changing moves here except for Andrew Van Ginkel. I really like Aaron Jones and then Greenard. Everyone else, I don't think you're gonna even see play except for the kicker.
Shaquille Griffin's going to play because they don't have corners.
True.
I honestly don't even think the kicker is going to play. They'll probably draft somebody.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, never heard of John Parker Romo in my life. That's why I didn't even bring him up. But
Yeah. me
Next,
neither.
we don't need to talk much about the fucking Vikings.
Yeah, I agree.
all right, Cincinnati Bengals added Geno Stone, Sheldon Rankins, Zach Moss, Mike Gesicki, Von Bell, Trent Brown. Few resignings, T. Higgins, but could be traded. We'll see. Team Davis
He's going
Gaither.
to the Titans.
We'll see. He losses: Joe Mixon, DJ Reader, Chidobe Awuzie, Irv Smith, Jonah Williams. Tyler Boyd's not lost yet. He's still free. Grades.
C.
I'm gonna go with a D on this one. I think this is bad.
Oh, I give him a B minus. They got better at safety. I think they got a more reliable tight end.
I don't even know who
Way
Geno
better.
Stone is.
He's pretty good. Geno Stone's pretty good.
Almost pretty much close to league leader in interceptions last year.
Yeah, he was good. Zach Moss, pretty good.
I mean, yeah,
Kentucky, way
downgrade
better
at
than
downgrade at
Smith.
running back, but I had a feeling they were going to move on from Joe Mixon
Barely.
regardless.
It's not much of a downgrade.
And they have Chase Brown waiting, so it's fine.
I do have
Zach Moss
Chase Brown waiting.
was really good last year, so
I feel like the only
Gesicki
big
way better.
losses were DJ Reader and Chidobe Awuzie, but I think Sheldon Rankins is serviceable. At least he's healthy, so there's that.
yeah.
Maybe they'll go get a corner in the draft.
I'm just worried about their wide receivers because right now they have Jamar Chase and that is it.
T. Higgins.
But do we? But
He'll
do they?
play.
Trent
I think
Irwin,
Huh?
what do you mean? He's a beast.
Hell no.
Sure.
Again,
I
receiver
don't know.
class is deep. They'll probably draft someone.
He's good though, honestly. So,
I do like Gesicki. I like.
or at least hold this. I wouldn't say good. He's better than who they had the
Yeah,
last 2 years.
that's so-
Yeah, because Irv Smith is horrible.
Who'd they have before that? I don't even remember. Wasn't
They're doing,
Uzama?
what's his name? Yeah, Uzama.
No, that was 3 years ago. And then they released him, went to the Jets, and then
Yeah, like
I think they
Hayden
had
Hurst.
I think they had Hayden Hurst 2 years ago.
He was
wasn't
ass too.
he was decent with the Bengals.
I don't know.
And they went to the
I think- I
Panthers
think-
and
I think it was Hayden Hurst.
got his brain scrambled.
Hey, Drew Sample was honestly pretty good last year, but he's nothing special.
No, not Mike Gesicki.
Yeah.
All right, next the Eagles. Saquon Barkley, they got Bryce Huff, Devin White, Zach Bond, DJ Gardner Johnson, Matt Hennessy, Kenny Pickett, Warren Burks. Yeah. Key re-signings: Brady Mann brought back their long snapper. Lost DeAndre Swift, Kevin Byard, Marcus Mariota, Nicholas Moreau, Vontae Maddox. All right, grades.
A plus.
Just an A, no plus or minus, just A.
Yeah, give him an A also. Got a good edge rusher. I feel like, they got faster linebacker. I don't know if Devin White's really better than what they didn't
decent.
have really that great of middle linebackers last year, so it's an upgrade.
I like Zach Bond. Zach Bond's
Yeah.
good.
CJ Gardner Johnson.
Bringing back him, yeah,
Could've
he was
never
good.
left.
He was good with
Saquon?
the Eagles, and then yeah,
He's good with the
Saquon's
Lions
the
too.
The RPO with Saquon is gonna be crazy.
Saquon.
yeah. Saquon's the biggest like behind that
Yeah,
offense line. Are you
they
kidding
won.
me?
They won. They don't have Jason Kelsey anymore though, sadly.
That doesn't.
It'll be fine.
Their offensive coaches or their offense line coaches.
It'll be fine.
Yeah, I'm
it'll
not
be a hit, but
super worried, but yeah.
it'll be a hit, but I don't think it's gonna matter. A plus, also because they got rid of DeAndre Swift, so he had a good year last year. He did.
That's
He's
the
just
thing.
not
Part of the
that good.
key losses, I definitely use in my evaluation.
For
Like,
sure.
oh, they got rid of this person. Okay, that's
For
good or
sure.
bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
DeAndre Swift was not good.
no.
Is not good. But
Now they
Yeah.
got someone that is very good. So
wait, as long as you can stay healthy, but we'll see.
Behind that offense line, he won't get touched until 20 yards on the field. So
mhm.
And hopefully Jalen Hurts, this will help Jalen Hurts be a little more healthy this year. But that's the hope.
take some pressure off of him running the ball.
Yeah, you would think, I guess. We'll see.
All right. Moving on to the Browns. Got Jerry Jeudy traded for him. Jordan Hicks, Jameis Winston, Tyler Huntley, Quentin Jefferson, Devin Bush, Naeem Hines. Yeah. Key re-signings: Zadarius Smith, Mo Hurst, Shelby Harris, Corey Bojorquez. And then some key losses: Joe Flacco, Anthony Walker, Sione Takitaki, Harrison Bryant. Grades.
C minus.
I do like Jerry Jeudy, so I'll give it a B plus. Just 'cause I don't think they lost anything, and they did gain a couple good pieces.
Yeah, I'll give it a B. No, B plus, because I think Jerry Judy's upgraded what they had at receiver outside of Amari Cooper.
Mm-hmm.
And then the linebackers that they lost, the people that they signed are a little bit of a downgrade, I think, personally, but not
I
too
think
much.
they're gonna build with the draft too.
Yeah, and then
On that one,
improved at backup quarterback.
they're probably
Jerry
gonna
Jeudy
cut
can't stay
one
healthy.
of those two.
Jameis Winston and Tyler Huntley, I just don't see the reason to sign both of them.
Yeah, I
think
agree.
it's gonna
but-
be a competition. They're gonna keep one.
Well, this is Deshaun Watson too, so like
Or they're keeping both and they're going to trade DTR.
DTR, he's a 5th-round pick anyways. They can just cut him. But
Maybe someone will
They can
trade
trade him
him,
for
you
a
know?
7th-round pick though.
he was trash last year. DTR was horrible last year.
If
Thought you liked
Justin
DTR.
Fields is
I
only
did come
worth
out of
a
college.
6th round, if Justin Fields only worth a 6th
He's
round,
not worth anything. His DTR, like you have to trade picks to get rid of him.
yeah, I don't.
Like he looked like the worst quarterback in the league last year. I liked him coming to college a lot, but he's trash. But yeah, Jerry Jeudy just overpaying a receiver that can't stay healthy. I don't know. If he's good when he's healthy, but we'll see.
How much is he even making this year?
You're paying him a good amount if he can't play, though.
4.7 is his cap hit.
What about next year?
7 point, or pretty much 8 million.
Okay, there we go.
For wide receiver 2, that's not bad.
If he can't stay on the field, which the past 4 years he has not been able to, so I would say it is. Like, what's going to change? Like, every single year he gets hurt and multiple injuries. And he hasn't been anything crazy when he's been on the field either. He's been good, but
He had a high ankle sprain in 2021, but last year
he barely played.
he had 67 receptions for 972 yards and 6 touchdowns. Oh, that was 2 years ago.
He was hurt.
I don't know to read. Played 16 games last year. Finished with 758 yards. He just had a lot of drama around him because he was complaining. And then,
But he went into last year with a hamstring issue that lingered all year.
but he played 16 games, 16 years. Still played pretty much the whole season. He missed 1 year. Or why do you keep saying year? 1 game. So yeah, he was hurt, but he still played the whole season.
Which he wasn't good because he was hurt.
The whole team, nobody was good on it. None of the receivers had a good season. Moving on to the Chiefs. Key additions, they got Marquise Brown and Irv Smith Jr. Key resignings, Chris Jones, Derek Nottie, Mike Pennell was a good role player for them. Key losses, L'Jarius Sneed, Willie Gay, Mike Edwards, Derek McKinnon, MVS, Allegretti, Tommy Townsend. Great.
C.
C minus. It could. They didn't even get a great. I don't know.
I want to give it higher than a C because they brought Chris Jones back, which I think is a big move.
Yeah.
But they lost L'Jarius Sneed, and then they signed Marquise Brown, which brings it down a lot.
Fuck no.
So yeah, I'd say about C minus.
Hey, if it was just Hollywood Brown and they didn't lose Sneed, it'd be an A plus. He's gonna have 1,300 yards next year, and he's gonna be back in the wide receiver 1 talks. He's gonna be the top 10 receiver. But they brought in fucking Irv Smith, who sucks, and they lost
He's just a
Sneed,
backup to
and they didn't bring anyone
Kelsey.
else in. Yeah, but that's one of their big pickups. That's my point.
It was one of their big pickups because they only signed 2 people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So C.
They spent all their money on Chris Jones. They have to pay Travis Kelce. They have to pay Patrick Mahomes. It's not like they had the cap
they don't have
space to
much
bring
money
in
to work
Hey,
people in.
they didn't have to sign a rugby player.
What?
The viewers will know what I'm talking about. They didn't have to do that. They could
What
have paid
viewers?
Sneed. Exactly. The viewers listening.
Anyway, what? Can you at least say a name instead of the rugby player?
I don't fucking know his name.
Well, then why would you bring him up?
Why would I know a rugby player's name?
Then why'd you bring him up? If you don't have anything else to
wasting money.
contribute.
They're wasting their money on
They
a rugby
probably
player.
gave him $500,000. They probably gave him league minimum.
Exactly.
It's not wasting money. That's just like, let's see what happens. I mean, look at what happened with the Eagles. They drafted Jordan Mailata, a rugby player. Now he's one of the best right tackles in the league. Left tackles, I'm sorry.
Okay, I don't really care. Next team.
The Rams. They brought in Cameron Curl, Jonah Jackson, Jimmy G, brought back Darius Williams, Colby Parkinson. He re-signed Kevin Dotson, and they lost center Carson Wentz, another center, Jordan Fuller. I think everyone else is still free agent.
And they brought in that the cornerback from the Bills.
Which is...
Well, I forgot his name. The fucking good one.
Oh.
Tre'Davious White.
Yeah, Tre'Davious White.
Yeah.
Tre'Davious.
I was going to say, they had like 3 corners that were free agents this year because they cut half their defense.
I didn't give a shit about the other ones. The one good one.
Dane Jackson's good.
Okay.
Great.
I gave it a B.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with a B too. They didn't do anything overwhelming, but
yeah. They didn't do much, but they didn't really lose shit either. So
I'm gonna give it a. I agree with I'm gonna give it a B plus. I think they got better at corner, which is one of their weaknesses, and bringing back Kevin Dotson's huge. I think he was one of the best guards this year in free agency, and getting him back on that team's a big move. The Buccaneers brought in Jordan Whitehead, Bryce Hall, Ben Bredesen, re-signed Baker Mayfield, Mike Evans, Levante David, franchise tagged Antoine Winfield Jr. And they lost Devin White, Carlton Davis, Shaq Barrett. Did he sign somewhere? I don't remember.
Dolphins.
C.
It would be an F if they didn't have the re-signings. C.
I'm gonna
I
give
mean,
him a
that's why-
B.
That's why the re-signings
Because
are
if-
part of the.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm saying if they weren't part of it, it'd be an F.
Well, yeah, you
But
could say
Yeah,
that
I'm
for
gonna give him a
almost.
B just because of the re-signings.
Yeah, I
And
agree.
Jordan
B.
Whitehead's pretty good too.
Bringing back Baker Mayfield's huge. Mike Evans.
Levante David, he didn't really do shit, so I'm not too.
Yeah,
worried,
he's getting
but
older. I
Antoine
mean,
Winfield-
he's a good leader on the defense, but he's getting up there in
Yeah, but-
age.
But I would have been fine with letting him walk.
I mean, outside of their additions, they didn't really. Jordan Whitehead's, I mean, good safety next to Winfield. But
If
that's
he
about
plays,
it.
I guess franchise tag, but he should.
I think he'll play on it.
Yeah, I would say he should be, but I don't know. Yeah, see.
Right next.
Okay, next.
Baltimore Ravens. Key additions: Derrick Henry, not including that linebacker because I know nothing about him. Key resignings: Justin Matabuke, Brent Urban, Malik Harrison. Key losses: Patrick Queen, Devin Duvernay, Geno Stone, Ronald Darby, John Simpson, Gus Edwards, David Clowney, Kevin Zeitler. I feel like they had another resigning.
F.
Arthur Millette, they brought him back.
I give an F.
Oh, C minus.
Yeah, I'll give him a C. I mean, bringing in Derrick Henry's big. Resigning Justin Matabuke is big, but you lost Patrick Queen, Devin Duvernay, who's a big special teams return guy for you. Lost
No
one of your
Stone.
starting safety. Lost your starting guard. Lost David Clowney, who had a big year.
Odell had a decent year.
Yeah, I don't think he was going to come back regardless, though.
No, but he had a decent year still.
Yeah. But
I
yeah.
don't know.
I don't know.
Kevin Zeitler.
They lost a lot more than they brought in, so.
Well, Derrick Henry, I mean, it's a good signing, but Gus Edwards played really well for you last year. So,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. F.
Like, yeah, Derrick Henry's going to make your
And-
offense
and-
more explosive, but your defense got worse.
And they lost their coach, too, forgot to mention that. So,
Oh, yeah,
that's
their
also
D coordinator.
That's also part of. I guess we should have been thinking about that for the other teams, but this one it's hard to forget. So
I don't think any other teams we got to really lost.
I don't know. I'm
Big
sure there was,
coordinators.
but the Ravens one just kind of hits, especially when they lost half their defense. So
Yeah.
okay, next.
All right, next the 49ers. They got Leonard Floyd, Yetur Gross-Matos, Josh Dobbs, Andre Campbell, Isaac Yiadom. Key signings: John Feliciano. Chris Conley had some good games or good plays for him in the playoffs on the stretch. They lost Eric Armstead, Chase Young, Randy Gregory, Von Kinlaw, Ray McLeod.
See,
I'm underwhelmed. So like C
Yeah.
minus.
I'd say C also. They brought in some decent players, but they're pretty much just replacements of the guys they lost. So
Josh Dobbs is a good pickup.
Losing
Backup
Chase Young
quarterback.
sucks.
Does it? He only had a couple good weeks last year.
I mean, they
Yeah.
didn't have him for very long.
what did they give up for? What did they trade away for Chase
I
Young?
think it was like a second or third.
Yeah,
round pick.
second or third.
That's a pretty high.
They paid a
Draft
lot for
capital.
Yeah,
a
but-
half
but to
year.
keep him.
But
rent
they were
rentals.
hoping for the Super Bowl win. If they would have got the Super Bowl win, it would have been fine, worth it.
Yeah.
I still,
I'm sure they knew they weren't going to bring him back.
me personally, I wouldn't give up a second round pick for someone I know that's not going to come back unless it's
No.
someone
But it-
really good. But
But he played really well in the playoffs, so it's like, and in the Super Bowl.
didn't
so
play good enough, I guess.
He was one of the people playing really good in the Super Bowl, so I would say it could have been worth it.
Yeah, maybe if they win, they re-sign him, but
Yeah,
they didn't.
I mean, maybe.
They don't have any money. to
I
be
mean, he only
fair.
signed a 1-year deal, so I don't really know why they didn't just pay him one for 1 year.
They have like 6 of the highest paid people at their positions. So like they don't have money.
Probably. True. Okay, next.
Colts. They signed Joe Flacco, Raekwon Davis, franchise tagged Michael Pittman, signed Grover Stewart, Kenny Moore, Roberto Sanchez. They lost Gardner Minshew, Zach Moss, Isaiah McKenzie. People are still free agents.
Michael Pittman was not franchise tagged.
He was franchise tagged and re-signed, wasn't he?
He got like a big contract.
Yeah. I remember him getting franchise tagged, but then they
I don't know. I just know he got a big ass contract.
I think they extended him after the franchise tag.
Probably. Okay, I give it C minus.
Yeah.
Just because they brought in Joe Flacco to back up Richardson. But they should have just brought back Gardner Minshew.
Joe Flacco has more experience. I see why they did what they did. But
Yeah, but Gardner Minshew was good last year.
yeah, I'm gonna give them a D because they just didn't do anything really.
Yeah.
Yeah, they franchise tagged Michael Pittman and gave him an extension like a week later.
Yeah.
Yeah,
just know
I
he got a
mean,
big contract.
I'd say C plus, B minus. Like
Yeah.
bring back Michael Pittman Jr. is huge. Rest of it's just key players. Like Kenny Moore,
Yeah,
I think is a big sign, big get. But the team stayed the same. Didn't really improve. Is kind of what I'm getting here.
I don't know. I like some improvement, I guess. but
Right.
That could happen in the draft, I would hope. So not too
Because
worried.
I think
but
they also have a lot of cap space.
then I give it an F.
Or they had like top.
Then I give it an F. I can't even agree
What are
with
they
it.
paying? Like I'm thinking about it. Quentin Nelson.
I guess
Jonathan
What
not
much
as
are
Taylor.
they
much as I
paying?
thought they had.
They just paid Jonathan Taylor, but
They have
Oh,
18 million
yeah.
in cap space. A lot.
okay, never mind. Then.
I thought they were
thought
like top 5. Maybe that was a few. I mean, I guess a lot of that.
Well, they didn't really sign anybody, so
Got
Pittman's getting
lost
part of
after
it.
giving Michael Pittman a contract. So
Okay. Yeah, whatever. Okay, next.
the Jaguars signed Eric Armstead, Gabe Davis, Mitch Morse, Darnell Savage. Traded for Mac Jones, right? They didn't sign him.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Devin Duvernay, Ronald Darby, Joey Sly. Tagged Josh Allen. They lost Calvin Ridley, Darius Williams, Rayshon Jenkins, Oli Fatukasi, Brendan McManus, Kayvon Chason.
A
D plus.
Yeah, I give this an A. Like
good defensive tackle, got another receiver weapon.
improved at D tackle.
Mitch Morris is good.
Got a starting center because they didn't really have one
Backup
that was good.
quarterback. Josh Allen at least didn't leave, I guess. That's the one benefit. But and then Calvin Ridley, I wish they would have brought back, but I mean they got Gabe Davis and Devin Duvernay who should fill the role good enough. I like it.
All right, the Giants are next. They traded for Brian Burns and they signed John Runyon, Devin Singletary, Jermaine Ulumenor, Drew Lock, Isaiah McKenzie. They lost Saquon, Xavier McKinney, Ashawn Robinson, and Dory Jackson.
F.
Agreed. Maybe a D plus because they got Brian Burns now.
Yeah, but what's the point when your team's gonna be 2-15?
Yeah.
Like I mean I liked Brian Burns.
I mean D plus
not
is
on this
still
team.
failing, so
Not on this team. Like
I give
come
them
on.
a C minus. Like,
That's Jen.
well, I think they improved their offense line. They got more protection, which is something they really needed. And they got some more pass rush alongside Kayvon Thibodeau, which I think is 2 really good areas to improve on. But then they lost Saquon, which brings it down a lot.
They still don't have any receivers. And Devin Singletary he's not gonna be able to carry the run game.
what's
He
the
just
point
isn't.
of signing Isaiah McKenzie?
Who knows?
Like I
This is a
don't get
wide
the
receiver 6. And he's
yeah,
gonna be the
just
wide receiver 6 on the Giants.
He won't be
Yeah.
right. He'll be wide receiver 3 on the Giants, but
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. But I don't know. This is F. I agree that the offensive line good pickups, but this is not doing anything
I mean, they have
for me.
3 receivers just on here that are still free agents. Harris Campbell, Sterling Shepard, and Isaiah
Ass,
Hodgins.
ass. Hodges is good. He's probably gone. I would not go back to the Giants unless you pay me like $10 million a year. I'm going to any other team making minimum.
Your next team then.
Yep.
The
Next.
Chargers, they got Gus Edwards, Poona Ford, Denzel Perryman, Will Disley. Some key re-signings: Bradley Bozeman, Alohi Gilman. I think he's a good third safety for them. But key losses: Keenan Allen, Mike Williams, Austin Eckler, Kenneth Murray, Eric Kendricks, Gerald Everett, Will Clapp.
All right, I'll give him a C minus. Only reason it's not an F is because I like Will Disley and
F.
That's not
Gus
something I
Edwards
was
had a good
expecting to hear
season.
today, is saying I like Will Disley.
Well,
He's
this
better
was
than
pretty good
Gerald
in the
Everett.
Seahawks. Look, that's true.
It's really hard to sugarcoat them losing their three of
Yeah.
their 4 best people on offense,
Yeah,
and then
No,
like
3 of their 3.
Justin
It's
Herbert's
their
better
top
than
3.
all 3 of
Their
them.
top 3.
Justin Herbert's
Okay.
definitely better than Austin Eckler.
You said weapons on offense. I think you meant weapons
Oh,
for Herbert.
weapons. No, I said 3 of the
Wait.
4 offensive players.
Oh, I think you
I
said
didn't.
weapons.
He
But
said-
if we're
for
talking
Herbert.
weapons, yeah, they lost their 3 best weapons. So
That's why I
They're
thought
3
you
only
said.
that's a better
weapons.
way of saying it, honestly.
Well, that's what I was saying. I was like, that's their top complete 3 weapon. Okay, yeah, I agree. Herbert's better, but okay, got it.
I mean, Kenneth Murray, Eric Hendricks. I mean, they don't have any good people
Well,
anymore.
F. This is Gus
Yeah.
Edwards is good, but Gus Edwards is a better rusher than Austin Eckler by far. But I don't really understand. They must be drafting running back.
I don't know.
so-
I don't know how you give this a B minus.
That's what I'm saying. It like the whole
Like
scale on this.
they got considerably worse on offense.
Yeah.
And defense.
I mean, defense, they just lost
And
their
they brought
linebacker.
coaches.
They're
brought coaches in, I
banking
guess,
on a sophomore breakout from Quentin Johnson here,
which is
and
gonna
drafting
happen.
another wide receiver.
Yeah, Marvin Harrison
Well,
at 5, but
He's having a breakout, but you can't count on it.
Yeah, you can't count on a
Like
breakout.
not in the grades. This is F. Like you shouldn't have lost your top 2 receivers. Quentin Johnson's the wide receiver 1.
Yeah,
Wide
that's
receiver 2
terrifying.
after Josh Palmer, but that's still horrible. Okay, next.
the Raiders added Christian Wilkins, Gardner Minshew, Harrison Bryant, Alexander Madison. They lost Josh Jacobs, Amik Robertson, Jimmy Garoppolo, Hunter Renfro, Bilal Nichols, Jermaine Ulamore.
So who's your starting quarterback?
It's a competition between Gardner Minshew and Aiden O'Connell right now.
Gardner Minshew is the answer.
So Gardner Minshew.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's the answer.
It's probably gonna be Gardner
give it a
Minshew. To be
B.
honest with you.
I give it a B. Because Christian Wilkins is a good pickup. Gardner Minshew's a good pickup. But then they lost Josh Jacobs and they brought in Alexander Madison. So that's like that part's horrible. But B.
Yeah, what are they gonna do with Xavier White now?
Zamir White.
Hmm.
Zamir White's way better than fucking
Oh,
Alexander
Zamir.
Madison. It's
Yeah?
not even close.
Okay.
It's actually not close.
Well, I know what
Madison's
I'm not
horrible.
gonna do with Zamir White.
What?
Is trade a 2nd-round pick for him.
Why?
Me either. That's what I was alluding to.
Yeah.
Why not?
Because I know for a fact Alexander Madison is gonna steal half his reps at least.
Well, pick him up in free agency then. He's a free agent.
No, because he's still a bum.
He's ass. Zamir White actually has a chance of doing something.
I'm not 2nd-round pick doing something though.
No.
Well, I saw on Twitter people are getting trading a 2nd-round pick for him. So
Anyways,
okay, what's your guys' grade?
Did we
Oh,
give
yeah.
grades for this?
I didn't.
F.
I think Josh.
No, not F.
No, Josh said like a B. I think.
I think I get B.
I agree
C
with the
plus?
website. Yeah, C+. I mean, Christian Wilkins is a big get,
B.
but they lost some key pieces.
I don't see how
Yeah.
them doing any of this is gonna win them games.
No.
So it's like I don't.
Christian
True,
Wilkins
though.
maybe wins them another game than they won last year.
Hey, I think Gardner Minshew wins more games than fucking Aiden O'Connell. So I think that's
Yeah.
a good pickup.
They're not gonna make the playoffs, especially
Probably not,
with
AFC
Josh
stacked.
Jacobs.
They're
was it?
rebuilding.
Yeah, their division stacked too.
The
so
division
yeah.
stacked, the AFC stacked in general. So, all right, next.
Alright.
Next,
Cardinals. Jonah Williams, Justin Jones, Bilal Nichols, Sean Murphy Bunting. Traded for Desmond Ritter. They re-signed Chris Barnes, and they lost Marquise Brown, DJ Humphries, Lakai Fotu, and Rondell Moore.
see. I don't know much to say. See.
It is very obvious they're gonna take Marvin Harrison Jr. They
Well,
don't have another wide receiver. They have Michael Wilson.
and Chris Moore.
He's ass.
And who?
Exactly.
Stop. Michael Wilson's not bad, but
He's a dog, but they only have one wide receiver.
I don't
You
know.
can't
I
catch
have
the
a
ball.
feeling that
can't-
a team is going to try to trade up for 4 for a quarterback, and it's going to be very hard for the Cardinals to turn down what they're going to get offered.
Fair.
if it's for fucking JJ McCarthy, they're
No, it's
giving
gonna
him
be for
F
Drake
minus
May,
on the grade
but-
book. Why do you say that?
It's going to be for Drake May.
Alright, I'm giving him an F. Let's move on.
I'm giving him
This
a
Drake
sucks.
May's not gonna be there for. Next,
yes, you will C-. All right, next. Miami Dolphins, Jordan Brooks, Kendall Fuller, Jonnu Smith, Jordan Poyer, Gil Barrett, Anthony Walker, Benito Jones, re-signed Braxton Berrios, Isaiah Wynn. They lost Xavier Howard, Emmanuel Ogba, Robert Hunt, Christian Wilkins, Connor Williams, Andrew Van Ginkel, Raekwon Davis, Brandon Jones, Sean Elliott, Jerome Baker.
A plus.
A plus?
Yeah,
C
Jonnu
plus.
Smith is gonna be a good pickup for them because who did they have at tight end last year?
The
Jordan Brooks,
safety? No.
good linebacker. He's just coming off injury a little bit. Who else? Jordan Poyer. He's a little washed, but he's a good pickup. Shaquille Barrett. He's gonna be a crazy good edge for them. And then who else? And that's pretty much it. And who do they even lose?
Christian Wilkins?
Xavier
Christian Wilkins
Howard,
is the biggest loss,
Emmanuel Ogba,
but that's it. David
Chris
Howard was
Wilkins.
horrible. Yeah,
Van
Christian Wilkins
Ginkel
is
was
the
their
one.
best backup edge rusher.
Yeah, he was okay. The rest of them, I'm not too worried about.
Heart and soul of the team, Chase Claypool.
Connor Williams?
Chase Claypool's going to the USFL. Connor Williams is okay.
Yeah, Claypool. No,
Robert
he
Hunt was
got ejected
ass.
from the USFL.
A
Yeah,
plus
I
is a
like
bit
it.
of a stretch. I'd say like a B minus. Because losing Christian Wilkins is huge,
Mm-hmm.
but all the
Yeah,
other
I agree,
losses
but-
that they had, they did a good job at replacing. Like with Jerome Baker, replaced Jordan Brooks. Lost Sean Elliott, replaced with Jordan Poyer. Lost Ogba, replaced with Shaquille Barrett.
I think those are all upgrades,
I think
and that's why I think
Interesting.
outside of Deshaun Elliott, I think
Well,
I agree.
They're always very active.
I think
in free
all
agency.
those. But and then they also bring in Benito Jones and Jonathan Harris. So you're hoping one of those defensive tackles,
They're
cover
not
some of the void.
gonna. Both of those guys together
Yeah,
won't even
but-
fill the void of Christian Wilkins.
No, but you're hoping they'll, one of them have a big year.
That's a very big and unlikely hope. But
Yeah, you usually don't hope
Yeah.
that D tackles have good years. They either do or they
guess.
don't.
because they also lost
Okay, and they
Raekwon
will.
Davis too. So.
Yeah.
All right, next is Seahawks. Brought in Tyrell Dodson, Rayshawn Jenkins, Sam Howell, George Fant, Jerome Baker. Re-signed Leonard Williams, Noah Fant. But they lost Jordan Brooks, Bobby Wagner, Damian Lewis, Jamal Adams, Quandre Diggs, Devin Bush, Drew Lock, Colby Parkinson, Will Disley.
See,
C
Only because
plus
of
just
Sam
because they
Howell.
got Sam Howell.
yeah, Sam Howell gave it a C, but it'd probably be a D minus otherwise.
C minus. They pretty much downgraded at all of the positions they lost.
But not by a lot though. Like
They upgraded backup quarterback though,
That is true.
and
Yeah.
potential starter quarterback. We'll see.
All right, next team.
alright.
The Bears. They added DeAndre Swift, Keenan Allen, Kevin Byard, Gerald Everett, Matt Pryor, Jonathan Owens. Re-signed Jalen Johnson, huge. They lost Darnell Mooney, Justin Jones, Eddie Jackson, Donta Foreman, Yannick Ngakwe, Cody Whitehair.
Oh, they got
B
rid of
plus.
3 former Packers. 4.
B plus.
Why isn't Justin Fields on the list?
That's true. Yeah, they also lost Justin Fields.
Because it wasn't a loss. It's an upgrade because Caleb Williams isn't coming to town.
Honestly, I'm gonna give them an A. Just because they did improve in a lot of different positions here. They
I
got
mean,
better running back, better wide
Kevin Byard is better
receiver,
than Eddie fucking Bum Jackson.
better safety, or well, just another safety, I guess.
Oh, for sure better.
Well, they didn't lose a safety.
A really good
Oh
tight
yeah,
end too.
Eddie Jackson.
You lost Eddie Jackson. He sucks.
Yeah.
Really good tight end.
Tight end 2. Backup
Oh,
tight
Yeah.
end.
To Cole Kmet.
okay, Adam. You had me.
Yeah.
Got it.
There
Yeah.
you go.
Okay. I agree.
Bears could be scary this year if Caleb Williams pans out. I might just be a perennial consensus #1 overall hater. So I hated Trevor
Bro hates
Lawrence and I hate Caleb
generational
Williams.
quarterbacks.
I like Caleb Williams again. He's good.
You do?
Yeah. I was just hating. I was just hating before, but then I actually watched some of his shit. He's
I'm
good.
I
He's
don't
good.
know, man.
I still like Penix a lot, but Caleb Williams is it.
Well, Penix is too old and
Yeah,
too many past injuries to look past.
true. But yeah.
Penix could be a good second, third round wide receiver or
Number 6 quarterback in the
Oh.
draft, but we can get that later.
Number 6, my ass. Okay, name your 5.
Right now it's Caleb Williams, Jane Daniels, J.J. McCarthy, Drake May, and then Bo Nix, Michael Penix.
Bo Nix is
Penix.
above him? Are you serious?
In like almost every mock. It
I
says
don't
Bo Nix
think
is
exactly
so
what it
far
is.
ahead of Michael Penix. Like, what do you mean?
Wow.
Actually, I think J.J. McCarthy's 4. Yeah, my bad. J.J. McCarthy's 4, Drake May's 3.
That is fucking blasphemy. I understand the other ones, but and JJ McCarthy, really?
JJ McCarthy is just flying up draft boards because of what
He's
Doesn't mean
definitely
he's
not
good.
the 3rd best
Doesn't
quarterback.
mean he's good. Jeez.
I agree.
Okay.
I don't think but he's better than Bo Nix and
You have him higher than
Michael
Penix?
Penix. He's better than
You have
Penix.
I
How?
still think he's top 5 of the class. He won a national championship. I guess you can say about Mac Jones too, but I don't know.
You'd
Mac
say
Jones
about
was also a
fucking-
top 5 quarterback in his draft class.
Mac Jones was a fucking number
Sadly,
1 quarterback.
that was just a bad class though.
All right, moving on. We're
Wait,
getting
next.
Jets.
Tyron Smith, Tyrod Taylor, Javon Kinlaw, John Simpson, Isaiah Oliver, Ty Fotu, Mike Williams. Resigned Thomas Morstead, Solomon Thomas. They lost Bryce Huff, Jordan Whitehead, Quentin Jefferson.
B.
Yeah, B plus. Just because.
Tyron Smith's a good pickup if he can
Yeah,
stay healthy.
like they need offense tackle help, so that's a big get.
And Mike Williams.
Yeah, if
Good
he
pick.
can
Yeah,
stay
that's
healthy
solid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
or
Bryce Huff's
come
a big
back
hit.
healthy too.
Bryce Huff's a big hit, but the rest
Yeah.
of them, good pickups.
They always
See-
draft good edges. So
Yeah, I could see him
they're
going
probably
edge
gonna
now
draft one of
because they lost Bryce Huff.
They just drafted Edge first round last year. Well, why would they?
That
get
doesn't mean I like it
Yeah, but why would they draft another one 2 years in a row?
because Will
Teams do that
McDonald.
all the time.
Yeah,
Yeah, but they don't want to admit that yet. Most teams don't want to admit
it's
it
better
next
to admit
year.
it now than admit it 2 years from now when you have no edge rushers because you decided to be prideful instead of.
I don't
humble.
disagree, but most teams don't do that because they drafted one the year before high.
I think edge is different because a lot of teams
Right,
like to
maybe.
have lots of edges. So
Maybe.
Because
I don't know.
they're just they use 100% of their effort every single play.
well,
which
most of them.
A lot of
Yeah,
positions.
so
say
do
that,
most
but
players, but
I'm just saying it's. Yeah, I don't know.
okay. Next,
They don't get a playoff really.
near
Patriots.
the offensive line or defensive line or cornerbacks or safeties.
Depends on the team. A lot of teams rotate their defensive linemen and edge rushers.
Yeah, but I'm just Ben just means when they're on the field, right?
Yeah,
Ben?
yeah. I don't know.
Okay, whatever. Next,
All right, key additions for the Patriots: Antonio Gibson, Jacoby Brissett, Sione Takitaki, Austin Hooper. Oh, I didn't know that. Chikuma Okorafor, KJ Osborne. They gave a tag to Kyle Duggar. Resigned Mike Onwenu. And the key losses: Mac Jones, J.C. Jackson, Mike Gesicki, Devontae Parker, Trent Brown, Zeke, Adrian Phillips, Lawrence Guy.
C-. Only because they kept Josh Uche, who's good, on a
Yeah.
1-year short deal, and then they brought back Mike Owenu. The rest of it's pretty mid. Jacoby Brissett, Tony Gibson. I know fucking
Nothing's gonna help them win, so D. Just a bunch of mediocre signings.
true.
I kind of feel like it's C minus, but I hate to give the C minus because I think bringing back Onwenu is really big. So I'll give it like C. Yeah, I'll agree with the website. I'll give it a C. Because like you said, Ben, none of the additions really help them win any games. But keeping Onwenu is a big move. All right, next we got the Panthers. Key additions: Deontay Johnson, Robert Hunt, Damian Lewis, Josie Jewell, Dane Jackson, Sean Robinson, Caleb Chason, Jordan Fuller, Yash Nyman. Key losses: Frankie Louvu, Jeremy Chin, Brian Burns, Dante Jackson, Yetur Gross Matos, Von Bell, Bradley Bozeman, CJ Henderson, Gil Griffin. Grades.
F.
F.
Are both of you giving it an F?
Yeah.
Oh.
Fucking F. They don't know a first round pick. They lost half their fucking defensive players.
Well, that's.
Well, first round pick has
I
nothing
mean,
to
the
do with
first
this
round pick
offseason.
isn't a free agent grade.
No, but I'm saying they can't replace any of these players with a pick.
I'm just the key losses greatly outweighs the key additions
Deontay Johnson's
by a
good
lot.
pickup,
Didn't they
but the
get a
rest
For a
second
team that
round?
was really, really bad last year.
Didn't they get a second round for the Brian Burns trade?
I don't know. They didn't get enough
Probably.
if they only got a second.
Well, it's not only a second, but I thought a second.
Yeah, either way, I don't care.
I think it was 2 seconds. I really want to say it was 2 seconds.
2024 second and a 2025 fifth.
That's horrible.
That's pretty.
Well, I mean, they have
we
the
should-
first pick of the second round already, and then they have
F
number
minus.
39 also. I think they can replace Brian Burns on the edge in this draft. 'Cause I think there's good edge depth.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, and their team's still going to win one game.
I mean,
Yeah.
their team has a long ways to go to even be good. But I don't
Even be
think
mediocre.
they got worse.
Wow.
They got another weapon, brought in Deontay Johnson. They improved their offensive line.
Did they?
Yeah.
Robert Hunt's horrible.
Damian Lewis is good though.
Okay.
Robert
Josh
Hunt's better
Nyman's
than whoever they had at guard
serviceable.
before though.
I don't even know if that's true.
It is.
Robert Hunt's dog shit.
He's better than who they had.
I don't know who they had, but I just know I wanted to see who they had, but
Ashawn Robinson's a good get.
they lost.
Like I think they got some
Pretty
low key
good.
good people. I don't
Jeremy
think it's
Chin.
F. But Jeremy Chin wasn't. He had a good couple seasons, but he kind of just lost his place with the Panthers. I feel like
Yeah, but he's still good.
he didn't really. He is good, but he didn't impact the Panthers positively.
Because the team was horrible. Only so much you can do as a safety.
But you can still be a good safety on a bad team.
I think he was good. I just
Not as good as he used to be. I still
Even on
think
a
he
bad
can.
team,
I
he
still
was
think he
good
can be good,
before.
but I just think he wasn't utilized correctly. That comes to the coaching. But again, if you don't impact the team, they're not going to give you a contract. So that's just
well,
it
no,
turns
they
out.
probably offered him a contract. I just don't think he wanted to stay.
That's also a possibility. But yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna give him an F. I agree with the website, C minus, maybe a D plus, but
That's crazy.
definitely not an F. I think getting
That's
Deontay Johnson,
minus.
Ashawn Robinson, Damian Lewis, Jordan Fuller.
Z. I'm gonna give it a Z.
Anyways, moving on.
I'll
Buffalo
give him an
Bills.
F plus. You persuade me to an F plus, Adam.
Wow, man, you're just
right.
persuaded by that shit.
The Bills
You're
added
greatly
Curtis Samuel,
persuaded.
Mitch Trubisky, Matt Collins, Nicholas Moreau. Re-signed Daquan Jones, AJ Epinesa, Ty Johnson. They lost Gabe Davis, Mitch Morse, Naheem Hines, Micah Hyde, Jordan Poyer, Dane Jackson, Leonard Floyd, Tyrell Dodson.
Travis White.
Travis White, they didn't put that on there.
Well, you gotta
They're
remember.
gonna have a very heavy defense-oriented draft.
F. Also, did Darnell? Not Darnell. Did Damar Hamlin make the final roster?
Well, I don't know because the final rosters aren't.
Yeah, but like,
That's
did he
not
get
till
cut?
like August.
Did he get cut though?
No.
No,
Okay.
he's a 6th-round pick. They're not paying him shit.
Well, I'm just surprised because he was horrible last year.
He barely played, but
Exactly. I'm just surprised they even kept him.
They're just working him back slowly, Adam. All right. I
Cool.
give the Bills a D, just because I I see what they're doing with the wide receivers. I know. So at least they address that
Collins?
concern right away.
F for sure.
Yeah,
mean,
I give it
yeah,
a D
it's not-
plus. Bringing in Curtis Samuel is the only good thing here, but they lost a lot
Yeah.
on their defense, which hurts them.
I mean, I think AJ Espinosa was a good resigning, but the rest of it's fucking mid.
There's still
or
good
bad.
safeties that they can bring in too.
Yeah, there's
Like
still a lot.
Justin Simmons. No.
Yeah,
Yeah, Justin Simmons. Yeah.
the Saints, they got Willie Gay, Chase Young. Guess we can say Nathan Peterman if you want to.
No.
They lost Michael Thomas, Andrews Pete, Marcus May, Jameis Winston, Zach Bond, Isaac Yiadom.
D minus. Better than the fucking last two teams, but not by much.
Yeah, I'm a just a D because I do like Chase Young. They probably overpaid him though.
I'm gonna give them a C
So
plus.
I'm gonna win your deal.
I'm gonna give them a C plus just because they didn't have money to begin with, so there wasn't much they could do from the get go.
Fair.
Yeah.
So I think they did good with what they had to spend.
Next.
The Cowboys. They got Eric Kendricks, re-signed Jordan Lewis, and they lost Tony Pollard, Tyron Smith, Dorrance Armstrong, Michael Gallup, Van Der Esch retired, Tyler Biotish, Dante Fowler.
F. Worst team in the NFL this free agency. They didn't do anything.
F.
Yeah, F. They lost Tony Pollard, and they didn't get better running back. I don't know. They
didn't
lose
get
Tony
better
Pollard. You still have to sign somebody.
Yeah, too spawn.
They're going into the draft with Deuce Vaughn.
They have Rico
That's it.
Dowdle still.
Exactly.
Like I said, Deuce Vaughn.
I mean, Rico
Only time
Dowdle
Rico-
was their
Rico
backup
Dowdle's
last year. I don't know.
32 man league. That's it.
Huh?
That's the only time he comes in handy.
Yeah.
Who?
Rico the only time he ever comes in handy is through a 32 man league when half your team's hurt.
Okay, but we're not talking about fantasy. He was their
Yeah, that's
backup.
my
He was
point,
their
though.
backup last year. They retained their backup, which
He
if you
was-
lose
yeah,
your
he was
starter
good.
is a step in the right direction. You're still running back on the
F.
roster. I agree it's an F, but I still think you can mention Rico Dowdle coming back to the
You can
team.
mention I'm not saying he's ass.
Okay. I mean, he was the backup over Deuce Vaughn, so.
Well, Deuce Vaughn's not good.
So why did you bring him up and not Rico Dowdle?
Just because
They both suck, Adam. That's
Okay.
why they both suck.
Yeah, we were honestly just saying how they don't have anybody.
Yeah.
And
Alright.
Deuce Vaughn's a short little king, so I just like him
Facts.
more.
Like 5'5".
Yeah, I just like him more.
All
He's
right,
like
the
Adam
final
Thielen.
team. This took a lot longer than I was expecting. The Broncos.
Yeah, let's try to speed it up.
It's the last team. There's not much. Anyways, they got Brandon Jones, Josh's favorite linebacker, Cody Barton. They re-signed Will Lutz, Adam Troutman. They also signed Josh Reynolds too. That's not on here. And then they lost Russell Wilson, Lloyd Cushenberry, Justin Simmons, Jerry Jeudy, Josie Jewell, Juan Williams. Grade
F.
F.
D
It's like
minus.
5
The only
Fs.
thing.
Only good thing is for Marvin Mims. That's it.
Probably
If
still
they
not
can
gonna
get a
play, but
quarterback. If they can get a quarterback that can actually throw it to him, which I don't know who it's going to be.
Bo Nix,
Okay, who is their next QB up?
Jared
Jared
Stidham.
Stidham. Fucking bum.
Jared Stidham.
So they're taking Penix?
No,
Josh?
they're taking Bo Nix.
Yeah, I really hope not. I hope they don't take Bo Nix either. They'll ruin his career. Penix. Yeah, they take Bo Nix, but I don't want Bo Nix throwing a fucking Marvin Mims. They should trade Marvin Mims in. But,
I don't know.
Okay, that's all I got for this.
If Marvin Mims is small and speedy, right?
Yeah, he's fucking good.
Yeah, it's a perfect receiver for Bo Nix.
I just don't like Bo Nix.
He just needs to catch because he had one of those guys at Oregon who dropped the ball a lot.
Okay, well, Marvin Mims can catch.
Okay, there you go. You'll be fine. All right, well, that wraps up
Okay.
the NFL free agency portion.
Okay, let's
We're gonna
speed run the rest
wrap
of
the
it.
episode up with our March Madness, short little March Madness segment. We have a bracket group that nobody joined, other than people we know, which was kind of a shame. So we're gonna do a little update on who's in the lead and who's, at the top. So right now
Oh,
we got
Adam, who is in the lead?
Ben. Ben's winning.
Oh,
Nice,
oh, that's
Ben.
so awesome.
Ben's got 71 points so far.
Nice.
This
That's right.
bracket is an upset bonus bracket. Point
And
scoring.
of course, I knew Oakland was going to beat the fraud that is Kentucky.
That
of
helps when
course.
you watch like 5 Oakland games a season because you work at the Rec Center.
I did not watch any of the games,
Ben,
actually.
just go with it.
Is that where they play?
That's where GB plays.
GB plays at the rest, so
Oh.
technically I did see an Oakland game probably.
Well, GB, weren't they on horrible?
They were better than last year.
Yeah, way better than
Last year they were 3-27.
This year
This year they were around 500. I'm pretty sure.
at one point they're like top 3 in the conference, and then
They were first in the conference at one point.
Yeah, and then they stopped playing at the Rec Center and fell off.
Wow.
Yeah, because they suck.
Okay, anyways, so yeah, Ben is in the lead with 71
Congrats,
points,
Ben.
and we got Tristan Kaufman in second place with 68 points. And we got a 2-way tie for third between Cade and I think that's Jacob, right? JC Witt is Jacob.
Yeah.
Okay. And then in fifth place we got the man Parker, 99.7 Duke FM. This is his bracket name. Sixth place with 59 points we got Cotty Dew, which is Scotty. And then in seventh we got with 58 points we got Dylan Schwanbeck. Shout out Dylan. In eighth place, 55 points, we got me. All my Final Four teams still in it. Same with Ben's. It's a key topic or point to bring up because once we get to Josh's bracket, you'll understand why.
Yeah, my team is good.
And in ninth place with 47 points.
Remaining, Josh?
Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah,
Ninth
I need
place
Tennessee.
with 47 points, we got the Meat Slingers. 10th place at 45 point, we got Budget Racing 51. Shout out Max. And then 11th place at 44 points, picking Nevada to win the entire thing. We got Josh Broad,
Facts.
who has one of his final four teams remaining.
Yeah, but once Tennessee makes it, I'll be back in the lead.
You got a 15 seed in the championship, Josh?
Damn right, dude. Western Kentucky. Fuck.
And then at last place, we got Big Hoss with 43 points. I don't know who that is.
I don't know who that one is either.
That might be the actual one random person that we got to join.
Big Hoss, I like your bracket.
Shout out Don McHenry from Western Kentucky. Shout him out from Milwaukee.
Okay.
My boy.
A tough scene for Cade. He had Kentucky win the whole thing, and they were out first round.
Okay, it's okay. It's fucked.
Well, not as much as you are with 17 points remaining, but
Yeah, but
at least he has 70 points remaining.
Yeah.
And it is worth
No.
noting, I have the most points remaining with 145.
I hope Creighton loses next round, Adam.
I will
Personally.
cry.
Oof.
I hope. And also, I want to make it known this is a free bracket challenge.
Correct.
So, for the record, this is not like for money.
Correct.
You could have at least done like 2 brackets then, Josh.
I did one bracket, but Western Kentucky and Utah were going all the way. So, but yeah, Western Kentucky, Don McHenry, shout him out.
Okay, shout out
My
Don
boy.
McHenry. Don't know.
My boy, Don McHenry. I like Clemson and I like Tennessee.
Yeah, Clemson's doing a lot better than I thought they would.
Yeah, Clemson's playing good, but the rest of them, nah.
Let's go NC State.
I thought Dayton was going to go on a run.
Let's go
They
NC
did
State.
not.
NC State's going on a run. Make it to the Final Four.
Well, I don't know how fucking Dayton
No.
came back.
They're gonna
Need
take
Marquette's win.
Nope, they're going
Need
to take down
Marquette
Marquette. They're going to take down Marquette.
No.
DJ Burns is going to dunk on everybody on that team.
DJ Burns is not doing shit.
Anyways,
It is.
that's the end of the episode. If you made it this far, we appreciate it. And we hope you come back for our next episode. Depending on when it is, we'll probably have some baseball talk because the season starts tomorrow. And
Also,
we'll,
MLB The Show new game sucks. Why did I buy it? I don't know. I waste my money though.
I haven't had an issue with it. It's the same game, pretty much, but
Trash.
I haven't had any issues with it yet.
Well, I just thought it'd be fun, but it's not fun.
Okay.
Boring.
I bought it because I felt like it.
I mean, I want to try playing it again, but it's fucking boring as hell.
It's funny because every time games like this come out, I'm like, I'm not going to buy it this year. There's no point. And then I buy it. Anyways, end the episode. We'll see you for next
Cool.
episode. Talk about MLB, probably more March Madness stuff because we'll be closer to the end. Yeah,
Yep.
we'll see you then. Bye-bye.
Bye.